Greeting and introduction. Welcome to our latest Motorize.de video. Today we're taking a close look at the BMW R 1200 GSLC, the water-cooled GS from model years 2013 to 2018, internal code K50. We'll show how it performs in everyday riding, where it shines, and what to scrutinize before you buy. Included are actionable tips on equipment and model years, plus a look at popular option packages like Comfort, Touring, and Dynamic. A neat detail: the LC comes from the factory with a compact steering damper that keeps the front end planted at high speeds. History and development. In 2013, BMW's LC generation marks the break from pure air oil cooling. Partial liquid cooling, ride-by-wire, and for the first time, a wet slipper clutch make their debut. Rain and road riding modes are standard. Dynamic and Enduro join depending on the package, with Enduro Pro unlocked via a coating plug under the seat. In 2017, the Euro 4 update brings a revised gearbox and the rally and exclusive trim lines. From 2018, the 6.5-inch connectivity TFT becomes available, operated via the left-hand multi-controller, including turn-by-turn navigation via your smartphone. Key technical specs. At its heart is a 1,170cc boxer twin, air liquid-cooled, making 92 kilowatts and 125 newton-meters. Fully fueled, the GS tips the scales at about 238 kilograms and carries 20 liters of fuel. Up front, the Evo telelever with steering damper works with twin 305mm Brembo discs. Out back, the paralever pairs with a low-maintenance shaft drive. Wheels are 19 inches at the front and 17 at the rear, with optional tubeless cross-spoke rims. ABS and traction control are standard. ABS Pro, Ride Modes Pro, Dynamic ESA, and Shift Assistant Pro were optional depending on model year. An exhaust valve enhances torque and sound. Design and ergonomics. The signature beak, slim tank flanks, and side-mounted radiators define a silhouette that's functional and instantly recognizable. The two-piece seat is height adjustable as standard, about 870 millimeters. Optional seats include a lower, a taller, and the firmer rally saddle. A left-hand dial lets you adjust the windscreen with one hand, while winglets help reduce helmet-level buffeting. The wide handlebar can be rotated via offset clamps, and the brake and clutch levers offer multi-stage adjustment. Practical touches. Heated grips and keyless ride are available depending on the package. The Enduro package adds a folding, taller rear brake pedal, handling and everyday practicality. The low-slung boxer cylinders lower the center of gravity, making the GS feel lighter than it is. Telelever reins in brake dive, while paralever drives traction out of tight hairpins. Dynamic ESA keeps damping in the sweet spot. From 2017, the next-generation system also auto-adjusts preload. Hill start control makes uphill getaways easy. Off-road, Enduro Pro reduces ABS intervention at the front and switches it off at the rear. Day-to-day, the 20-liter tank, low-maintenance shaft drive, handwheel adjustable screen, and multi-controller all score points. In near-stock trim, many GSs come shod with Metzeler Tourance Next tires, which tip in very neutrally. Strengths and highlights. The LC blends commanding poise with a broad suite of tech, a punchy boxer twin, rock-solid stability, strong brakes, and excellent wind protection. With Dynamic ESA and Riding Modes Pro, it clearly adapts to load and terrain. It's easy to live with too. Shaft drive instead of a chain, long service life, and strong resale value. Comfort features like cruise control, heated grips, tire pressure monitoring, and the 6.5-inch TFT with smartphone connectivity set it apart from much of the competition. A standout is the factory-optional LED headlight with daytime running light, which noticeably improves both how well you see and how well others see you, especially on long trips. Weak spots and common issues. Early liquid-cooled model years sometimes show coolant weeping at the water pump, usually sorted as a goodwill replacement. In 2017, there was a recall for potentially loose fork tubes at the upper cap. Check that the reinforcement sleeve is fitted. Early switchgear units can fail, and quick-shifter gear changes can feel rough, especially at light throttle. Some final drives leak oil past the seal, often around 40,000 to 60,000 kilometers. Radiator fins are vulnerable to stone damage. Guards help. On pre-2017 bikes, some gearboxes are notchy shifting from first to second. Cross-spoke wheels can develop corrosion at the spoke nipples. Accessories and customization. The GS is a magnet for add-ons. BMW's Vario cases expand or shrink at the flick of a lever and clip straight onto the factory-style racks. If you prefer a tougher look, go for aluminum panniers on a separate frame. The GPS prep above the cockpit, with its lockable nav mount, comes pre-wired from the factory and is operated via the multi-controller. For off-road use, opt for tubeless cross-spoke wheels, wide enduro pegs, and an aluminum skid plate. Popular picks include the tall rally seat, short sports screen, handguard spoilers, radiator and headlight guards off-road, and the BMW Krapovich slip-on. Dynamic ESA and Ride Modes Pro are upgrades you can really feel. Market value and buying checklist. Used K50 models typically run between €8,500 and €15,000, depending on mileage and spec. The Euro 4 years, 2017-2018, are especially sought after. Key checks. Make sure the fork recall was done. There's no play in the shaft drive, with a gear engaged. Gently rock the rear wheel back and forth. Shocks are dry, radiator fins are clean, and there are no stains at the water pump's weep hole. Electronics. Does the TPMS RDC work? Does the ESA operate without error messages? And are both keys present for keyless ride? A stamped service book with 10,000-kilometer intervals and a documented valve clearance check inspires confidence. A test ride will tell you a lot about gearbox smoothness and quick shifter quality. Conclusion and buying advice. The liquid-cooled R1200 GS is an exceptionally well-rounded adventure tourer, comfortable, tough, and versatile. If you want maximum refinement, go for a 2017-2018 model for Euro 4 compliance, the optional TFT display, and the improved gearbox. Recommended options. Riding Modes Pro with ABS Pro, cornering ABS, dynamic ESA, cruise control, heated grips, LED headlight, and GPS preparation. For serious off-road work, the Rally Package with optional sport suspension is a strong choice. Well-maintained bikes with a full service history are a safe bet even past 60,000 kilometers. In short, buy if condition, spec, and price line up.